Let's go to chapter 3. Now let's go down to verse 26. Now this one is so important, so I want you to mark it. You might underscore it. We'll come back to it in our studies of Romans. He tells us very plainly that Christ was crucified that He might be, that is, God might be just, there's that word, and the justifier of him that has faith in Jesus. Now, hear this carefully. The way people approach the Bible and approach deity today and God is to think that God could save people in any fashion that He chose, in any way that He chose to do it, and it just happened that He put Christ on the cross for it, and that was an arbitrary type of decision. That's the way people normally think. But that is absolutely false. He tells us that Christ had to die in order that God might remain just, holy. His character is at stake, and His only blood, and in this case the blood of His Son. Christ had to die. And so approach to the Bible that says, well, God could choose to save anybody on any basis whatsoever is absolutely missing what Romans is all about. He tells us our Lord had to die in order that God might remain holy and just. And so that is the way the righteousness of God is used in one sense. Now let's look at it in another sense, and that is, or this one is, to declare a person just. It's a forensic term, that is, before the bar or before the law. The bar of the law, you're standing there, and He's declaring you just. So that's what the idea is. As a matter of fact, back to the statement that Frederick Godet, I mentioned a moment ago, said that 44 times in the Old Testament, righteousness is used, and it is always used in this sense, in a forensic sense. Now let's get the picture for a moment. In the Old Testament, if you were accused legally, you would go stand before the judge. The accuser would stand here, and you as a defendant would stand here. There was no judge, or there was rather no jury. There was no prosecuting attorney. There was no defense attorney. You're going to speak on your own behalf. There was only the accuser and you, and then people maybe keep order in the court if things got out of hand. That's all that it was. So if you're accused of some crime, and the judge finds you innocent, that is His justice and that is His righteousness. He has declared you to be just. He's declared you to be right. And that's the idea of Romans. He's declared you, in spite of the fact that you have sinned, He's declared you to be just.